Okay, hello YouTube. I'm back again. Um, this is the storytelling video, the second one. I have another question. The next person that had asked me a question was my sister, the Becca JB, out there in YouTube land, as y'all know her, Becca. That's her nickname. Her real name is Becky. She may not have wanted me to tell you that, but I did anyway. Haha. So anyway. I'm really used to calling her Becky all the time. She just started calling herself the Becca or Becca, for YouTube. Sorry, Becky. I let your little secret out. Anyways, I'm a bad sister, ain't I? Okay. My older sister too is watching. Hi, Charlotte. That's Charlotte. And my mom. Hi, Mom. And I'm the baby of the family, the best one. Oh, they're gonna kill me. Okay. Back to the story here. Okay. Becky thought this was a great idea. Well, Becca, sorry about that, thought this was a great idea. She asked, what is your favorite craft to do? She also asked two. No, she didn't. She asked one question. What is your favorite craft to do? That's another hard question to answer. I really don't know. But this is how I'm going to answer you with that. I would have to say my favorite craft to do is all of it. I just love to try. See, I watch YouTube videos. A lot of y'all and other people out there make a lot of different things. And I love all of it. Well, not really all of it, but most of it. And I really want to try myself making those things. And some of them give me other ideas to make other things, that's not what they made. But maybe using a little bit of what they did or whatever. And so I do that. I try making all of it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. As Becca knows. But anyway, so she said that her thing was that she liked the most was she liked to make she liked scrapbooking layouts first and then making cards next. That was her two favorites. And for that, Becca, sorry, I have to say that I would have thought it would have been the cards you liked better. I don't know, because you just seem to make a lot of cards. And I thought you made more than you did the scrapbooking layouts. But oh well, anyway. So, but back to my answer. My favorite thing would have to be just crafting and trying to make and making all kind of different things. So the making of things would come first. Then the decorating of items that is already made, like boxes and such as that, would be the next in line. Okay. And then if you wanted to keep going with it, I guess it would be cards, making cards, and then it would be the scrapbooking. I used to like scrapbooking. It used to be all I did until I got on YouTube and started all this other crafting. And so now scrapbooking is kind of like the last on the list. But it's not just those. I have a lot of different hobbies I do. So I like it all. I like to crochet, and now I'm into that loom knitting. And I call hobbies is anything you like to do. Okay? So I like to read books. I like playing on the computer. I like playing games. I like working in puzzle books. I tape pal. That's kind of like pen paling. And I like to pen pal also. Journal lettering. I like it all. So, and I try to do it all. So anyway, that's my answer to your question, Becca. So I hope you enjoyed it. And that one wasn't as long as the other one. So I may go ahead and include the last one into this one since it's not so long. So my other question was from Now, I'm not sure how she pronounces her name. It is Iartistone. I was calling it Iartist Stone. But now that I look at it more, then I started saying I Stone. That may be how she does it. Then I got to looking and thinking it might be Art is, but she would have really needed two S's to be is stone because she's only got one S. But maybe she's still saying it like that. Art is stone. Anyway, you know who you are out there. She asked me, and I think hers was kind of two questions too. She asked me, what was the first thing you ever made when you started crafting? That's another hard question. They're all going to be hard, I guess. Anyway, the reason I say that one is hard is because to be, oh yeah, by the way, Artist Stone calls herself, if I'm not getting them mixed up, I hope I'm not. She calls herself Micah. She don't just call herself, that's her name, I guess. I'm sorry. Micah, if I'm saying it right. Anyways, if I'm not, please let me know, and I'm sorry. Forgive me. Now I've lost my train of thought. Micah. The reason I say that's hard is because really and truly, I would have to say that I just recently started crafting real good, you know. Even though it seems like it's been a long time. And, or maybe it's been so long that I don't remember what my first thing was. See, my sister, Becca, just recently got on here, and that has actually made me, I already had a YouTube channel, and I was already doing, but I was doing mostly vlogging. Since she got on, yeah, I had been watching the crafters out there, and I had wanted to do that. And I was intending on, you know, I had it in the back of my mind to start doing that, but then once my sister Becca got on YouTube and started doing it, that just made me go ahead and jump on it and start doing it, you know. And that was kind of recently. So, unless I just really don't remember what the first thing is, I would have to say that this right here was probably the first thing I ever really just made on my own, and it was my ideal. I did watch something that someone else had made where she used, because see, this round thing right here is a duct tape roll, an empty one, and I used it and covered it in scrapbooking paper. She had used those and decorated them for something else, but it gave me the idea, hey, if she can do that with it, I can do this with it, you know. So what I did, I made me a pen holder. I call it my pen holder. It's not a pen cushion, because it's not a cushion. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a cushion in here. This is a piece of styrofoam that I covered with material. It's a piece of cloth material. Covered a piece of round styrofoam. And then this is a duct tape. Get here where I can. I'm on my bed, y'all. This is a duct tape roll. It was empty. And I put scrapbooking paper on it. And then, like I said, it's a piece of styrofoam with material on it. And this is my pens. And then I decorated it with a flower and bling. And this other sticky flower right here with a button on it. And then this right here was a coaster. And I covered it, you know, a coaster that you set your drinks on. I covered it with scrapbooking paper. And then I glued some baubles on the bottom to be the little feet, legs for it to set up. So I guess, Micah, this would be the first thing that I just really made on my own. I don't know, Becca, what do you think? You've seen all my videos. Would you say this was the first thing I made? Really and truly, or was it something else? I can't remember. Was it so long ago I can't remember? If you can think of anything, Becca, let me know so that I can let Micah know and answer her question right. But there you go. That's the answer to that question, Micah. Okay, she had asked two questions. The other one was, is there anyone else in your family you can craft with? The answer to that would have to be no, sad to say. I am up here in Tennessee all by my lonesome, no family. And I would have to go on to say, no friends. Anyway, I go to church. I have friends at church, but I don't have any real close buddy, best friend type friends that I can hang out with and craft with, or even go shopping and out to eat with. Wished I did. So, anybody out there live in Tennessee around me? If it tells on my channel what town I live in, check it out. If you live in that town, let me know. Be my friend. Anyway, when I lived in Mississippi, see, I used to live in Mississippi with all my friends. I mean, with all my family. My mama and both my sisters and my aunt. Now, me and my aunt, she couldn't do things a lot, but we would. You know, we went to town and did things together. Back then, when we lived in Mississippi, my mom and my oldest sister Charlotte, they don't craft, so we didn't do nothing like that. Becca, my sister, back then she didn't craft. I tried to. I couldn't get her to do anything. She didn't even want to do the scrapbooking. You know, she was mean to me when I lived there like that. Wouldn't do nothing with me like that. Anyways, so I moved to Tennessee, and then lo and behold, here she jumps on and starts scrapbooking, and then getting on YouTube and making cards and crafting all kind of stuff. And she's just shocking me out of my brain, you know. Anyway, I have to be silly and funny. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it. That's just how I am. I can't help it. Anyways, so, you know, she crafts now, yeah, my sister Becca, and I craft, but I'm in Tennessee, she's in Mississippi, so we don't get to see each other much, so we can't get together and craft. And like I said, when I lived in Mississippi, she didn't craft then, so we couldn't get together and craft. But one time for a little spell, when I lived in Mississippi, I had a friend that I've always counted her as my cousin, really. Her name is Audie. Hi, Audie. I know you're watching this. My cousin married her aunt, and she lived with them one time for a little while when we were kids growing up and teenagers. And so I kind of looked at that as she was their daughter, so therefore she was my cousin. And she used to spend the night with me a lot when we were young. And, you know, we played games and had all kind of crazy fun. And so when I lived in Mississippi as an adult, one little time for a little while, I had started a club. I called it a hobby club. And she had joined it, and I had 2 other friends in it. And we took turns going to each other's houses, and we would talk about our hobbies that we would do. We showed our hobbies and our crafting. We crafted together. We explained our hobbies and things to each other. And we always had something to eat at our houses when we went to these, hobby meetings. So we did that for a little while. And then we got to where we couldn't do that anymore. We all couldn't get together and meet, and we had to stop that. That was sad. I always hate when anything has to, quit doing. But I enjoyed that, and I missed that, Audie. I missed doing that. And I wished I could, have that again up here in Tennessee. But anyways, so, Micah, I hope that answers your question. I am glad that you have a sister, and y'all live close enough that every 2 or 3 weeks y'all can get together and craft. That's what she said that her and her sister does. They both craft and they get together. I think she said every 2 or 3 weeks, something like that, and craft together. That is very nice. I'm glad y'all get to do that. So I hope this answered everybody's questions. This was all my questions this time for my storytelling series. So bring them on, folks. Ask more questions and let me tell you more stories. I'm enjoying it. And oh yeah, like I did with the first one, Becca, I'm going to ask you the same questions. What is your, even though you already asked it, answered it. You already answered it. What is your favorite craft to do? You done said that it was scrapbook layouts and then cards next. So, oh well. I guess forget it. But then, Micah, I'm going to ask you the same questions, and y'all can leave me your answers in comments under this video. You had asked me what was the first thing ever I crafted when I first started crafting, so you tell me the same thing. What was your first thing you ever made? And you done answered the one about, do you have someone in your family to craft with? You and your sister get together to craft. Okay, so that's good. But tell me what your first thing was you ever made, too. Because this is not just y'all getting to know me and asking me questions. I want to ask y'all questions, too. I want to get to know y'all, too, okay? So come on, answer those questions, too. Alrighty, I will go for now. Until next time. Hope y'all enjoyed my stories. Because I enjoy telling stories about my life and my childhood. Because I had a great childhood. And thank you again, Mama, for that. Okay, I'm out of here, folks. I know y'all tired of me. Until next time. Toodaloo!